Welcome to Key Concepts. In this video series, we'll be discussing a variety of material that can benefit belly dancers of any style, but is especially intended for those dancers who want to dance and enjoy global caravan style. I'm Misha, your certified master teacher and master leader, and I'm excited to share these ideas with you.
Misha here, and today I have with me the big board. I thought it may be a little helpful to see a drawing of some of the directions that we talk about in belly dance, and especially our global caravan tribal belly dance. So if you have access to the key concept videos where we talk about floor patterns and the one where we talk about the different directions when you're dancing, so like forward and backwards and turning, if you have access to those videos, this video is a great one to watch after you've watched those. Let's get started. So if I am dancing and I've got whoever is watching is up here, okay? And this is the front of my presentation area. If we think of it as like this is the front, this is the side, and then this would be the back. So when we talk in theater, we would call this stage left, and this is stage right. This part here, when you go away from the audience, is upstage. And this part, when you go towards the audience, is downstage. So those are just some theater terms to kind of help you. Sometimes if you're dancing, you'll hear these terms. I remember them as if I am dancing facing someone, like this is my audience right here. Hopefully you can read my chicken scratch. So if I'm the performer and I am here, and we use the triangle, when we talk about the triangle as a performer, this would be facing forward. So if this is me and I'm dancing, then it's my left is stage left rather, and my right is stage right. So you're my audience, this is my left hand, this is stage left, and this is stage right. So sometimes in dance especially, you'll hear those terms, especially the more you dance. If you start dancing out, if you start performing, even though that's not really our goal with dance, our goal is to just enjoy the dance. But if you do start performing, you might hear some of these terms. So it's kind of nice to sort of have them in the back of your brain. So when we talk about directions, we have, remember the point, we'll kind of make it really clear here. This is the front, right? That would be like me facing forward, would be where that little tip is. So we can go forward and we can go backwards. So if we are traveling, if we're moving across the floor, we can go forward towards the front of our area, or we can go backwards, okay? We can also, face forward, or we can turn around 180 and face backwards. We can also face the side. So that would look like this. So that means I've turned and I'm facing the side, or I can turn and face this side. And I can move in either of those directions as well. So if I was facing backwards, that would be backwards. So here we have facing forward, facing side, facing backward, and facing side. So those are kind of some of the main directions we will choose to use in our dance. Now we also have these things I'm circling here. These are our corners. And so sometimes we'll do a movement that we say cues to the corner. What that means is your body will now face that way. Sorry, that's a really terrible drawing. So if I turn and face the corner, not the side, it's really important to understand that it's a direction that's kind of in between. So if I turn and face the corner, then I have some movements that will cue into that corner. And if we, just like we have, I'll make this a little bit clearer. So if we were dancing and we were to face forward, side, back, side, and then probably return to forward, that's considered a quarter turn, because the space in between here and here is a quarter. You can tell my mom is a math teacher because I'm totally setting this up like angles. So this is a quarter, okay? This right here is a half. And then if we were to go all the way around like that, we're talking about turns, that is a whole or 1. So we've got quarter, half, all the way around, okay? And that can happen in like any direction. So if we went from here to here, that would be a half. If we went from here to here, that would be a half. If we go from here to here, that's a quarter. So these corners, we can actually do a quarter turn where we face into each corner. So what that looks like is maybe we start here facing, so this would be the downstage left corner because it's downstage and it's on the left-hand side, the stage left side. So maybe we start there, and then if we go to this corner, and then here, it's still, even though it's not like perfectly, but a lot of times we'll consider that another variation of the quarter turn. Now, there's one more sort of body position direction that we do sometimes in turns, and that's what we call an 8th. So this little space right here, in between the corner and the side, the corner, or the side and the corner and the back and the corner and the side and the corner and the front, that would be an 8th. So if we're doing like our pivot bump, that hits in each, it'll hit here, and then back to the front. So what we're looking at here is really 2 things. We're looking at the way our body can face, and normally it's either going to be facing forward or the corner. Those are the ones we usually use, but sometimes you'll face side to cue a movement. And we're also looking at the ways you can turn. So the circles are kind of indicating which ways you can turn as well. And that is your quick and dirty illustration of the way that we can maneuver our body in belly dance.